You know the Magna culture, right? Nobody works for me. You people work with me. I'm working for you. The history of mankind has always been dominated by the golden rule. Here's the gold makes the rule. But I don't want to be dominated by anyone. If I feel that strong, I should not be able to dominate somebody either.
Hi, we're here today about the New Wave Common Sense Business Association. Iwona, why should the New Wave Common Sense Business Association advocate for workers' rights?
The New Wave Common Sense Business Association is a new business association that includes business owner-operators across Canada and allows them to become leaders in our country that can have political influence, that are able to influence bills that directly affect day-to-day business operations for small and large businesses in Canada. It is the first of its kind, and it's the only business association that is made up of business owners and operators and allows them to advocate for themselves and make decisions that will benefit the growth of their business, which will stimulate Canada's economy because, as we all know, small business is the backbone of this country, and we want to ensure that we create a fertile ground for small businesses to grow.
Now, small businesses, you're talking, that's businesses up to 300 employees.
Up to 300 employees. So we define in the New Wave Common Sense Business Association businesses as small businesses, so 1 to 300 employees, and then 300 and up are large businesses. And so we have two channels that we're advocating for in our business association. For small businesses, we really want to see small business grow in Canada. And so we want to get rid of the business tax so that small business can really, when they make a profit, they're able to put that money back into their business to allow their business to grow so that they can hire more employees. We're also advocating for large businesses to incorporate profit sharing. So profit sharing allows their employees to feel like they're part owners in the business, which unleashes motivation. It unleashes ideas, efficiencies, because workers feel like they're owners in that large business and they get a portion of the profits that they help to produce.
Yeah, I get it. You know, it just seems common sense to me. So the New Wave Common Sense Business Association is really advocating that there should be profit sharing with employees in large companies over 300 employees.
Exactly. So for small businesses, we want to see free enterprise, unleash small business, reduce the red tape, get rid of this ballooning bureaucracy we have in Canada to allow businesses to grow and to create, as I said, the fertile ground for businesses in Canada. Once businesses have over 300 employees, then we expect those businesses to profit share. And as we've seen with Magna, profit sharing, and as I've already mentioned, unleashes untold motivation in employees and really allows large businesses to scale by the efforts of their employees that feel like they're owners of the business.
It's amazing. So when employees share in the profits of the business
will naturally scale.
It will naturally scale up, and the workers will have a sense of ownership and pride in the work they do every day because it's a little bit belongs to them.
Exactly. They get to share in the economic pie.
That's great. And that's very important. We got to get workers to share and bake the economic pie, right?
Exactly. So the New Wave Common Sense Business Association seeks to have business owners across Canada band together to be able to be business leaders in this country, to have political influence, and to be able to influence and be able to have a say on bills that are passed in Parliament that affect day-to-day activities for businesses. We want to see Canada's small business and Canada's large businesses succeed and scale in this country. They have always been the backbone of this country, and they are what is going to bring Canada back on a sound economic footing.
It's all about the economy, isn't it?
It's about the economy.
If the economy doesn't work, nothing else works.
Exactly.
Well,
And the government has no business in small business.
government has no business in small businesses, right? Well, there you have it. Join the New Wave Common Sense Business Association today. Thank you.